cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. No gunshots. It's pretty late at night. Just wrapping up. Still in the lab for a second. Still, just wrapping up. And so I want to keep it down a little bit. But I did want to talk about something. So several people asked me today about the video of Lefty Gunplay disrespecting a woman. And I was sent a video to another channel. I don't remember. He used to be called Another Wild something. I don't remember what it was. And he changed his name with something Mudville or something like that. You guys could check it out. And that dude, that content creator, nothing against him. He was, he had some very harsh words for Lefty Gunplay. He called him, the B word. And then he said that Lefty is the face or the mascot, or I don't know. He had a lot to say, right? And let me start by saying this. No woman should be disrespected. Nobody's going to justify. I don't see anybody justifying the words that Lefty used. People were even talking about he dropped the N-word. And that was a bad look. And everything about that was a bad look. I don't agree with talking to women like that, treating women like that. I don't know what led up to it, but whatever led up to it, Lefty is a man, that is a woman. I'll smoke you and all that. You can't take it back. That's the thing. When stuff is said like that on social media, it doesn't go away. Believe me, I know. That said, I would like to keep things in their proper perspective. Again, in no way am I going to try to justify what was said. But what I am going to clear up is this. In that video, that content creator was saying, just the other day, Lucky called you out and, you didn't have that type of energy, but now for a woman, you have this energy, this and this and that. And that is a horrible, like if that was true after, the incident with Lucky and then boom, all of a sudden a couple of days later, this, however, that video of Lefty Gunplay having that interaction with that young lady is about 2 months old. It was originally, I believe, on someone's IG live, or it had something to do with IG. I know that because I remember hearing about it. I just never saw the video, but I remember hearing about it, and everything that he said was what I had been told. And I was just like, damn, that's all bad. But it had been taken down. But see, this is like I always say, social media, it never goes away. When you're on social media, you have to be aware. Look, I disrespected a man and his family on a live once. Very intoxicated. Does not justify the words that I used. But it's posted. People like to throw it out there, and they're perfect. The people that are perfect have posted it, right? But it's a trip how it seems like there is so much jealousy and envy of this dude Lefty that someone sat on that video. I guess they knew they could roll the dice on that one, knowing that Lefty likes to get intoxicated, go on shows intoxicated, under the influence, and he's a loose cannon. He's gotten a lot better. This incident happened Again, I believe it was about 2 months ago. He was a lot more wild. And again, I can't say it enough. There's no justifying what he said. But it's a pretty devious and dirty tactic to hold on to that video. And then after this incident on Hoodstocks, put the video out and paint the picture as if he's scared of a man. But then he'll go gangster on a woman. This is how treacherous social media is. Now, if somebody would have had the timestamp on there, this individual probably wouldn't have made the video that he did, or maybe he would have, but he would have just put it in contrast. Like, look, a few months ago, he felt like this. Now this happens over here, but that's not the way it was portrayed. And he's not the only one. That platform is not the only one. There are a lot of people who saw it and look, there are people in my comment section that straight out said, I lost all respect. Whatever respect I had for that vato, it's completely out the window. They may still feel that way, regardless of the fact that it's months old. They may feel that way, and I can't knock them. I can't knock them. I don't understand what a woman does for a man to threaten, to use the words, I didn't even want to repeat it. And you know, that's the thing, man. I remember being in prison with a dude that his third strike was terrorist threats. It was just a threat, he said when he was drunk. And he was in prison for decades already. Older man already. Terrorist threats. So when people put out these videos, man, and it's a trip how people will say they have, you know, and I'm not talking about this individual, this content creator. I'm just saying in general, people will put stuff out there of people saying certain things. And the person putting it out claims to have, you know, certain street ethics, G codes that they live by. But then how do you put out that type of stuff knowing, or maybe they're not really, never were in that criminal world to know that could possibly lead to a charge, possibly lead to somebody getting struck out or another strike. Either way, it could lead to prison time. You know, Lefty, you know, it's funny that, you know, the last few videos I made, I always try to be extremely unbiased and just give my point of view. And lately, you know, last couple of videos, you know, you make up excuses for me. And so I'm sure that this video will be like that again for those who want to believe that. I just feel that while it is inexcusable, the language is inexcusable, treating a woman like that is inexcusable, it is also inexcusable to use something that's months old and then characterize it as something that happened after somebody was called out by another dude. And basically say, without saying, you ducked a fade with a man, but you want to take a fade with a woman. Let this be a lesson to anyone who wants to be involved in social media, who wants to be an artist, who wants to be an actor. Watch what goes on and stuff like this. Watch that video and see it and say, damn, you can't even go out faded. Because who's to say somebody disrespects you? See, they'll always cut the camera. They'll always cut, the cameras come on late always, but they also will cut the footage to put you in a specific light. In this case, because it's a man and a woman interacting, it doesn't matter how it was cut up. That woman, it seemed as though she just wanted a hug or maybe a picture. She was just fanning out. Something happened that created a whole lot of anger in that youngster. You know, and even then, somebody asked me in the comments, since when is a 30-year-old a youngster? And he said, in most places, a 30-year-old is an OG. Where's that at? How many of you guys that are in that life agree that a 30-year-old is an OG? I have a child that's 30 years old. And I remember in the neighborhood, I don't remember dudes being OGs at 30, but unless people are dying at 40 nowadays, then yeah, it doesn't apply. That term doesn't apply to a 30-year-old. And, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this one to a close. I just wanted to get this out there. My 2 cents once again. And I would ask that whoever has that footage, put the footage out with the date on it. If you have the date on it, put the date on it. Where did it happen? When? Because if it would have been you that would have made that type of mistake, that type of poor decision, you would want it to be out there. Is any clarification of the dates to where it's not after the incident with Lucky? Is that going to clear up anything? Is that going to bring people to forgive Lefty that have already said fuck him? I doubt it. You know, once people make up their mind, they've made up their mind. Me, I'm not that invested, right? I put out videos and hope that you guys enjoy it, and hope you my point of view provokes some type of thought. But with this one, I don't see where I can, as I always try to have a positive message behind the video. I don't see any positivity in this whatsoever. This to me was just some kind of, at least, putting things in the proper time frame and letting people know this isn't something that happened right after he got called out by a dude and now he's, Anyways, man, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.